Can I talk during this though?
Yeah.
This is it.
How late did you start working?
2:30.
2:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
On Thesis?
Uh-huh. I'm good though.
All right. When are you gonna have some clothes on so I can mic you up?
Oh.
For mic purposes, not because we're not all doing this.
What time is it? I'll throw clothes on. Interesting.
Always have to go through it in the dark?
Consistently do it in the dark. I've never turned the lights on. Ready?
Is that because of the roommate?
Because the roommate, yeah, he gets up like 7:15 as first alarm goes off. He usually get up at like 6:45. It makes a big difference with traffic.
Do you get your outfits ready the day before, or do you just kind of throw them on?
I would love it if I did them the day before, but I always just throw them on. You would think that I planned this, but
It's always improv.
it's always improv. It's raining out, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna make things easier. So you can kind of be quick to the car.
Yeah, quick sprint to the car. Do you have the keys?
So what's ideal weather for going out to work?
I haven't experienced it yet, but I'm hoping maybe when I get in the car my hands don't freeze when it touches the steering wheel. So this isn't bad. No, when it was freezing out though, it sucked. Hopefully not. There isn't really a late, I realized. See, it is tight, huh? This is a shirt I'm gonna sell at Poshmark, so at my lunch break, I'm going to UPS, getting a package, making a sale. I know. Good.
I am being tossed. You're trying to gather myself. Does the seat not go any back?
No, that's it. I knew this was gonna be a tight squeeze. Something I listened to maybe on repeat 100 times yesterday.
What do you listen to?
From Tarzan.
And this is what gets you going?
Yeah, this wakes me up in the morning. I used to have a playlist called Walk Like a Badass, but now Phil Collins just takes me home. Stress is at an all-time high, actually. I was doing Thesis pretty late last night. Trying to get my survey out. I'm pretty behind. I need to get some information from people at work, actually, this week about like some influencers, because I'm doing mine on celebrity versus athlete endorsement in the sports apparel industry, so more or less Puma, Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas in the US. So I'm trying to get some information from my coworkers about like basically just like some hard numbers about like what they've seen for effects using like some of our influencers like Selena Gomez or The Weeknd What I'm trying to do, it's like some accounts. Dick's Sporting Goods is one of my manager's accounts. And maybe like Champs or Foot Locker. Let's see, which is not one of my managers, but it's one of my coworkers.
Yeah, can you explain the Fiat, just because I think people will wonder?
Yeah, is it really that interesting?
Yeah.
It's my mom's old car, but I'm in a particular situation with insurance, so I don't really have my own car on campus. So this is the first time I've had a car on campus. There's a lot of people at MCOT probably think it's weird being a senior, but it's very small, pretty tight. 6'1". You're obviously 6'3". You can tell how tight it is. The only positive, it's also stick shift. Not many people know how to drive stick shift. And I learned a few years ago and just kind of cruise 5-speed. If anyone's interested to make a purchase, I'm selling it after this semester. The girlfriend actually ripped the handle on the passenger side off on the outside, so I have to push the door open, which is not very convenient this morning considering it's raining. The only positive is that it cruises through traffic, as you can see, because it's so tight.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
You're here early.
I'd like to work.
Let's go.
We got Nipsey, Big Sean, Yo Gotti.
Mentality kind of changed throughout the week. From like on Monday and Tuesday, you can get motivated. Wednesday, a little tired.
Yeah, I would say Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, pretty motivated because like everyone at school is doing like the Monday to Thursday, I'm doing the Monday to Friday. So like when they're coming around on Wednesday, they're like, oh yeah, like I'm so beat. Like the week's over, like I got one more day, but I'm like, oh, I got 2 more days. Like I'm basically halfway through. So I would say Thursday is probably my toughest day, basically because like everyone like else is off. Like when they get out of work, they're all like sitting in the room drinking or like doing something, and I'm just like, I gotta go to bed. I got one more day in me, and I can kind of enjoy the weekend. Take you this way. So this is like all like activations for retail. I'm not really sure these have been updated because I know we had retail meeting about a month ago where like all the managers from retail stores from Puma North America come here for basically like a quarter update about how everything went from like a headquarters standpoint. So that's all not really updated. This is Dave.
How you doing?
Good. Basically, these are showrooms. So like when there was sales meeting, they would go out into these different showrooms. So these would be decked out with product, all like new drops, that kind of stuff. So there'd be like a basketball one, a soccer one. And here was where we did like a big show. We can actually go this way. So like about a month ago, these were like all new product, basically. And like sales representatives would go in, and a couple of my directors, marketing directors, presented in that big room with like the whole company because to the sales associates because they want to know more about how we're going to market the product so they can like push the product to accounts and that kind of stuff. I don't really spend, I've actually never been past that line before right here, but I could venture over and then venture. I've never been involved in anything. To our right, we have the mailroom. So, I mean, there's been occasions where like me and my managers will be like something like we had a huge activation for the All-Star game in Charlotte for Dick's Sporting Goods, and about like 900 t-shirts were shipped down here to, they were supposed to go to 60 stores like in the Charlotte area, but they all accidentally shipped here. So it was like me and my manager, Friday afternoon, All-Star game starts that night, the actual game's Saturday, and me, two of my managers, the other intern were shoving t-shirts into boxes, sweating frantically, trying to get everything out. So
How long did that take?
9:30 to 2. So big chunk of time. Hey Michelle, how are you? Pretty basic gym, kind of like a hotel gym, that kind of thing. Locker rooms, new Pelotons. What's up, Scott? How's it going? Pretty basic gym. Nice, so definitely gets the job done. I did a few morning gym workouts in here for like little spurts, and then 2 weeks ago, when everyone was on spring break and I was on campus, the gym hours were like 8 to 5 or something like that, so I couldn't get in to our gym on campus, so I went there after work, so that was nice. So there's been some times where I've used it. So these are all like memorabilia. So these are like, we have Ferrari line. These are Pele boots. It's like a very iconic Puma figure. These are like collabs. Leslie Osborne. Italy is like one of the most famous like Puma football clubs, baseball, which I actually didn't know that we were really ever into. But I mean, some of this like iconic figures, Pele, Puma, Pele, Maradona, Usain Bolt. Like those are kind of some of our most iconic figures, accompanied by like everyone we have now, including like Selena Gomez, like Antoine Griezmann for soccer, Lukaku. But big array of ambassadors, athletes. This is the store, all for Puma employees. It's open from 10 to 6. So however you kind of want to take a break, get off your desk, you can kind of run over the store and just look around. I have done that. I have done that. Maybe we'll grab a coffee? I don't really think it changes the motivation, but I think that's kind of just like my upbringing. Like I would like to think that I put in the best effort every day, and I feel a sense of responsibility at work, always, like in any job I have, and even more so now. Just like a sense of responsibility that this is my role. Like the fact that I took the job knowing I was gonna have to work every Friday. Right? I took the job knowing that I was gonna have to stay till May 15th when I finished my hours. 2.5 weeks ago, I believe. I was at 400, I'm at about, 480, over 480 hours, so I'm 2 weeks over what I was expected to do, like the requirement for Endicott. So I think it would be very easy to just, people have said this to me, just kind of be like, screw it, like you can leave, like you're so loaded with work, and I don't even feel the slightest like hint, or I would never even think about leaving early, because I feel like I would slight them. I feel like I have a responsibility and I need to kind of uphold what I said I would do from the beginning. I think the process has changed a lot. of like getting a job, and we are definitely hold to a higher standard, I feel like, our generation, because now it is basically a necessity to go to school and get a degree to progress in the workforce or do something you want to do in your industry. And I think compared to our parents, like my parents didn't have internships. Like when we graduate at Endicott, we have 3 internships, one being a semester long. So I think that it truly is one of the like best assets of Endicott College. And they market it that way, they definitely advertise it that way. In summary, we are more prepared to enter the workforce and are held to a higher standard than generations prior.